Next, on Vegas, Tanna is arrested for murder.
This thing stinks like a setup, and you know it, Dave.
Listen, Lieutenant. When the #1 private eye in town becomes a #1 suspect in a murder case, that's news.
No, my friend, that is not news. That is gutter journalism.
You're all I've got left now, Dan. Help me. I don't know who else I can turn to.
It has nothing to do with what I believe. I'm a police officer doing a job. You're under arrest. Murder 1.
How's it look?
Not good. Did you find Dan Tanna yet?
It's on his way.
Oh, he better get here fast before this casino goes broke.
How am I doing? You woke me up. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. That's how I'm doing. Don't you guys ever go to sleep? This better be important.
It's important, all right.
We've taken in 126,000 more in chips tonight than we signed out.
You guys woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning to tell me that. Maybe one of your high rollers from yesterday just came back and cashed in his winnings, huh?
We were over last night, Dan.
And the night before?
The past week, a total of 334,000 in the hole. All on chips we didn't issue.
I love being a private detective. Give me Monty Levine. Monty, this is Tanna. Yeah, pull all the chips off the floor and issue the reserves. I don't know where Roth is. Just do it.
That isn't going to help us much, at least not immediately. It'll take days to gather in those old chips and replace them with reserves.
And that could cost us a king's ransom.
These counterfeit?
Oh, no. No way. That's the crazy part of it. Every chip goes through the electronic coding machine every night. You know that. They're all genuine.
So we have to honor them. Okay. If it's happening here, it could be happening in other Roth hotels. Edgar, you call the Dunes. Chuck, you call the Sahara. Give me out Braxton at the Maxim.
Ron Brown at the Sahara.
And we did it quick. The chip count is way over. The house is 100,000 over in chips, more so than we started the day with. And that means we're out 100,000 cash.
Did you come up with any counterfeits?
Not one.
What the hell's going on? That's what we're trying to find out, Al. Check the figures for the last few nights. We'll get back to you.
Dune's okay.
Sahara's okay. Okay, so far it's only the Maxim and the Desert Inn.
Dan, we're talking hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I know. All right, check the other Roth hotels, then check the MGM and the Mint, see what the competition's doing.
Okay. I don't understand it, Dan.
You checked all these chips in their hours, right?
Yes.
So where are the extras coming from? You reached Roth yet?
We're trying. He's either in Hong Kong at a private poker game or in Bengal on a tiger hunt. We're not exactly sure which.
Terrific. Okay, let's call Clay Sumner. He's the guy who makes all these chips.
Yeah, but it's after 4 o'clock in the morning.
I know what time it is. Wake him up. Then call Lieutenant Nelson at Metro. Fill him in and ask him to come down here, all right?
Dan's right. We can't wait. We've got to act now.
How? What can we do?
There's only one thing we can do. Shut down the casino.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to circumstances beyond our control, we are sorry to announce that we have to close down the casino immediately. We appreciate your cooperation and apologize for the inconvenience. Please vacate the casino area. I repeat, the casino is now closed.
I don't believe this.
It's for real.
No, we haven't heard from Mr. Roth. We still don't know where he is. Sure, I'll call you.
Nobody knows where he is.
Ed, I understand you closed down the 2 affected casinos. I suggest you close all the others also.
Lieutenant Nelson, as it is, the Roth hotels are losing almost $250,000 every hour.
We've got to put a lid on this thing and do it fast.
All right. How many of these extra chips have you cashed?
All in all, it comes close to $2 million worth.
Does Sumner still make your chips?
Sumner makes all the chips for all the Roth hotels.
Wait a minute. Sumner had a theft last year.
That was only $50,000. And Clay Sumner reported the theft an hour after they were stolen.
As I recall, Dan recovered the whole bundle and not a single chip was cashed.
Well, maybe this time Sumner didn't report it.
Clay Sumner's out at Lake Mead fishing. His houseboy says he'll be back first thing this morning.
It is first thing this morning. Let's grab some breakfast and get out there, man.
Good idea.
Are you crazy? Not report the theft of over $2 million in chips?
Clay, take it easy.
You think I don't know my business, Lieutenant? Let me tell you something. Making gambling chips is the same as printing money. You know why Philip Ross does business with me? My reputation. Never one chip that wasn't accounted for.
What about the 50,000 that was stolen last year?
Let me remind you, Nelson, that I was the one who called you to tell you those chips were missing. Dan here got them all back. The Roth hotels never lost a penny.
Okay. Now, look, Mr. Sumner, isn't it just possible that what happened last year could happen again?
No, it is not possible. After that incident last year, I doubled the security around here. It's the best. Tell him, Dan.
It's like the U.S. Mint.
You saw the electrified fence. There's a security guard with dogs on duty out there 24 hours a day.
And he's got electronic sensors in the roof, walls, the floors.
The entire area is surveyed by closed-circuit TV. No one can get onto the factory floor unless he's with me. There's only one door to the factory. I designed and built the lock, and there's only one key. Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Sumner. I saw the lieutenant come in. Is everything all right?
Everything's just fine, Eddie. Thanks.
Sorry to disturb you.
See, Dave, if anybody tries to walk out of this factory with a chip in his pocket, it triggers an electronic alarm. There's a code built into each chip, and a sensor would pick it up.
All right, Mr. Sumner. I want a list of your employees and their addresses. We'll be issuing some warrants.
Be right back.
Sally, could you get me a complete list of everybody who works here?
good man, Dave. Did you take it easy on him?
I'll do the best I can. Meantime, you get yourself some sleep. You look terrible.
All right.
Tanner here.
How about a statement for the paper?
Thatcher, what are you doing here?
Same as you. My job.
I'm conducting an investigation. End of statement.
I hear there's some big money involved. Over $1 million.
No comment. I'll talk to you later, Dan.
See you, Dave.
Hey, Tanna, you investigating this, too? What's the action? Old man Sumner run off a few extra for his private collection?
Clay Sumner is an honest man. Why don't you print that in your paper?
Ah, that's right. He's a friend of yours, isn't he?
Yeah, he's my friend. Print that, too.
Man, have a drink.
Afraid it's a little early for me.
You know, there's no way this whole thing could have happened. But it did, so I guess I'll have to take the responsibility.
Hey, we'll sort it out. Don't worry.
Dan, you've been like a son to me. In some ways, even closer than Brad. You know, it's hard to believe it's been 6 months since he was killed.
He's gone, Clay. It's time you accepted that.
I know, but it is difficult. And I was kind of hard on him, you know. He was never strong, steady like you. I always hoped he'd learn from you.
I could never get close to Brad. I tried. I don't know what happened. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, he was kind of weak, I know, but I always felt that he would grow into the man that you are. If he just had a little more time. And if I'd been a better father.
Let it rest, Clay.
Well, you're all I've got left now, Dan. Help me. Clear my name. I don't know who else I can turn to.
What are you, crazy? Where are your brains? You know better than to come up here.
Brad, they've been to the plant, and they've been to my place with a search warrant. They know.
They don't know. Nobody has any idea that I copied this from my old man. Now, look, they may sniff around a little, but they'll never be able to prove anything. Because I'm dead, remember?
I'm telling you, Brad, they're on to us. Now, you said they'd never realize anything until we were out of town. But you've only passed half the chips.
Eddie, we've been working on this for a long time. Don't blow it now by losing your nerve.
You know, Dan Tanna, he's gonna figure it out. It's just a matter of time.
Dan Tanna. You know, I have had it up to here with Dan Tanna. For the last 5 years, all my old man ever said was, why don't you be more like Dan Tanna? Stand on your own 2 feet, control your temper. Show them you got guts. Well, I am gonna prove to them that I am smarter and tougher than Dan Tanna ever was.
You scare me, Brad. I mean, why are you doing this to your old man? Look, I can't handle it anymore. I want out. Please, just give me my share now.
Hey, come on, Eddie.
Brad, please. I want out.
All right. That's the way you want it, Eddie. I'll get the money and bring it to your place tonight. But when I cash in the rest of the chips, you better not be back here sniffing around for more.
coming. Just hold it. Yeah, right. Cindy. Hey, what happened to your face? What happened? What's the matter?
It's nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
It's just some guy had too much to drink.
What guy? What guy? Where is he? I'll get him. What?
It's all right, really. He drank too much.
You want some ice or something? Does that hurt?
No, it's all right. I just,
I don't like anybody beating up my friends, especially my pretty friend.
No, I'm okay. I didn't want to go home. He might show up there. I was wondering if I could stay here.
Sure, yeah. Why don't you take my bed and I'll sleep on the couch.
No, it's all right, really. I can sleep on the couch. You look bushed.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
Maybe in the morning.
Hey, where you been? I've seen you in the last couple of months. You didn't even show up at Brad's memorial service.
Yeah, well, Clay Sumner and I never really got along. He never thought I was good enough for his son.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk tomorrow, huh? Good night.
Dan? Why couldn't it have been you I fell for?
Go to sleep.
Yeah. Hey, bring my money?
Right here.
Brad, I'm really sorry for bailing out on you. But you got all the chips, huh? You don't need me anymore.
It's okay, Eddie. Everything's gonna be all right. I'm gonna fix it so that everyone will figure Dan Tanner ripped off the chips.
Yeah? How you gonna do that?
It's so simple, it's almost funny. Tanner knows the security at the plant like the back of his hand. Who else is closer to Clay Sumner? Obviously, he made a copy of the old man's key.
Yeah?
I'd like to see the expression on my father's face when he finds out Danny boy has his price like everybody else.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna believe that Dan Tanner could run off all those chips all by himself.
It's a good point, Eddie. Except, in my scenario, he has a man working with him on the inside, you see. And when the dice get cold, he kills him to keep his mouth shut. I'm really sorry, Eddie.
Hey, Brad.
Snake eyes. You snap out of it.
Oh, God. What are you doing to Dan?
Just remember your kid. You love your kid, don't you? Cindy? Like I promised, I won't lay a finger on him as long as you keep your mouth shut. But if you don't...
I'll do whatever you say. I swear.
Yeah. I kind of thought you would.
Morning.
Good morning.
Do you have a lover's quarrel with somebody?
No, I'm running a home for wayward girls, didn't you know?
Where is she?
I don't know. Cindy? Cindy? How do you like that? She didn't even leave a tip for the maid.
You're in the paper again, boss. Stu Thatcher's column on the first page.
Do me a favor, don't read it to me. It's a little early for a hatchet job.
Okay, you want some breakfast?
Just some coffee. I gotta grab a shower and get over to see Clay again. Clay.
Dan, I've just been through our entire stock of raw material. Each casino has its own color chips, you know. I don't know how it could have happened, but we're short enough of the Roth colors to make twice the number of chips you've already picked up.
Another 2 million. What about the blanks? Did somebody steal the blanks out of here and finish the chips somewhere else?
No, that would need a special machine. Yeah. Yeah, he's right here. See you, Dan.
Yeah. Where? Okay, I'll be there in 5 minutes. One of your employees said he Stolvak was just murdered.
Cleaning lady found the body.
You got a time of death?
Yeah, rough cuts about 4 a.m. One slug, 45, 357. Went right through him. We gotta dig it out of the wall.
Got anything else?
Yeah. How does 20,000 in chips grab you? We found them in his suitcase.
You didn't happen to find 2 million in cash, did you?
No, but we found something else. Found that machine there. It looks like it could stamp out some chips.
Well, that's got to be it, right? They copied one of Sumner's machines. They boosted the blanks with electronic codes already built in. And they finished the chips here.
You keep saying they. Are you trying to tell me that you figure that he was working with somebody who killed him because of the money?
Well, Davey didn't commit suicide.
Where will you be?
Be at my place, trying to put this all together.
Who's the stiff?
No comment at this time, Thatcher, but a request. Stop bird-dogging me.
Okay, I'll tell you. The guy they just wheeled out of here is Eddie Stovak, an employee of Sumner, and he's been murdered.
Where'd you get that?
I figured you'd want to see this before you read it in my paper. Look at the postmark. I bet it was mailed before Stovak was murdered. Delivered to my paper this morning.
Dan Tanner ordered me to make a replica machine and run off 4 million in extra chips. He said it was for a test of casino security. Tanner threatened to kill me if I tell anybody, signed Edward C. Stovak. Are you crazy? Even the signature is printed. Anybody could have concocted this, including somebody who has a grudge against Tanner.
Well, I find that a very strange attitude for the investigating officer to take.
You have to be putting me on. You're not really saying that you're gonna print some of this.
Listen, Lieutenant. When the #1 private eye in town becomes a #1 suspect in a murder case, that's news.
No, my friend, that is not news. That is gutter journalism.
Uh-huh. Tell me, what caliber piece does Tanner carry?
He carries a .357.
I'll bet you a week's pay that the ballistics report says that's what killed Stovak.
Now, for your information, there are a lot of .357s floating around out there.
Yeah. I understand that Tanner and Clay Sumner were very cozy.
What does that mean?
You put it together, Lieutenant. That's what we pay you for.
So who do you think did it? I mean, the way you described the security at the factory, you'd have to be a ghost to get through.
Yeah, a ghost. Vince, remember that 50,000 in chips that turned up missing at Sumner's plant a year ago?
Yeah, I remember. You got all the chips back, but you couldn't nail anybody for it.
Right. I never told anybody this, not even Clay, but it was Brad who was boosting those chips.
He stole from his own father?
I didn't have the kind of evidence that you could take to the district attorney, but it was Brad I knew, and Brad knew I knew.
Well, no. Well, wait a minute. Listen, Brad Sumner died in a plane crash in the jungles of Brazil.
Yeah, a private plane. Now, I know it might sound crazy, but I think Brad could be our ghost. Benzer, I want you to go down to the newspaper, dig into the back files, then check with the State Department, get everything you can on that crash, all right?
Well, I think you're crazy, but I'm gonna do it because that's the kind of guy I am. Bye.
Things are getting that bad, we've got to eat bologna?
Well, I like bologna.
Hello, Benzer.
Hi, Lieutenant.
Mind if we come in?
Hey, Dave, you want some lunch?
No, thank you, Dan. Sorry for the interruption, but as you know, it's my duty to check out all leads.
Every lead?
Yes. It's just a routine search. Ed? It seems that there's this newspaper reporter.
Some newspaper reporter.
That's right. Who received a letter implicating you in Eddie Stovak's death.
Lieutenant, you can't be serious.
It's all right, be relaxed. We'll count the silverware when they leave.
We couldn't warn you in advance, because then the search wouldn't be valid.
Of course not.
Can I have your car keys, please?
Sure, they're right here. Well, you guys are at it. Pete lost an earring here last week. Maybe we can find it for her.
We'll try. Dugan, check out the car.
Lieutenant,
Yes?
I found these in the bathroom.
Hey, come on, Dave. Somebody planted that.
All right. I want each item labeled, and I want a note made of the exact time that it was found, and I want it done by the book.
Lieutenant!
Yes.
Full of chips.
Now, would I be dumb enough to stash this stuff in my own place? Come on.
What do you expect me to do, Dan? Pretend like I didn't see it? Sweep it under the rug? I can't do that. Give me your piece. When's the last time you cleaned this?
Last week. Why?
We better go downtown.
Dave, you can't be serious.
Get your coat, Dan.
This thing stinks like a setup, and you know it, Dave.
There was $20,000 deposited in your personal account this morning.
It's all in cash in a night deposit? Come on, anybody could do that. I mean, I'm smarter than that.
Also, the ballistics test proved conclusively that the bullet that killed Stovak came from your gun and only your prints were on it.
They really covered all the bases, didn't they?
Yep, you're in a bad jam. Now, on the way over here, you told me at the time of the murder you were home last night with a young woman by the name of Cindy Morgan.
Cindy Morgan. Why don't you just ask her?
I'm gonna do just that. Newhart, bring in Cindy Morgan, please. Miss Morgan, would you like a seat?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Cindy.
Miss Morgan, where were you last night between the hours of 4 and 6 a.m.?
I was at home in bed, Lieutenant.
Cindy, tell him the truth.
You mean you weren't at Dan Tanna's place?
Dan's? No, I haven't seen Dan in months.
She came knocking at my door in the middle of the night with some song and dance about being beaten up. Where's the black eye, Cindy?
Beat up? Dan, I'm sorry. I'd like to help. But I was home asleep last night.
All right, Miss Morgan. Get her sworn statement, Newhart, and put her in a car and send her home. You better get yourself an attorney, Dan.
Now, don't tell me you really believe all this.
It has nothing to do with what I believe. I'm a police officer doing a job. You're under arrest. Murder 1.
Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Dad. Miss me already, huh?
I've arranged bail.
You've arranged bail. Just get me out of here.
Yes, since my specific recommendation, the judge is releasing you on your own recognizance until a preliminary hearing. At which time the court will hear a motion by the district attorney.
Would you tell him to open the door? Thanks.
Yes, Phil?
I'm starting to wonder whether you thought I really pulled this thing off.
Well, somebody's wrapped you up pretty good in a ribbon. So I figured the best way for you to unravel it is just be on the outside and do your own thing.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Dan, look, I'm putting everything on the line. My badge, my pension, and my peace of mind. Don't blow it.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Where are you going to start?
Well, I'm going to start by finding Brad Sumner.
What?
Look, what if he's not dead? What if he went to Brazil, rented a plane, and faked the crash?
Good luck.
Hey, Dave. Thanks a lot.
Sure.
Hi, here's your keys. Listen, I think you're losing your objectivity on this thing.
What do you mean?
Listen to me. I mean, Brad Sumner is dead. You know what I mean? You can't have a conversation with him. He's just dead.
Benzer, where's your proof?
Mr. Research. Here is a death certificate, signed and stamped. A deposition from the prospector who found the wreck and the body in the jungle and brought back Brad's personal effects and identification.
But he didn't bring the body back.
Didn't bring the body back. Well, maybe it was a long schlep from the jungle.
Benzer, how much do you suppose it would cost to buy a deposition like this or a birth certificate in the middle of a South American jungle? How about 5 pesos and a chicken?
I guess it'd be real cheap.
Yes. You see, Cindy Morgan and Brad Sumner were very close for nearly 5 years, and then it went sour. And he scared her, Benz, very badly.
Oh, but so what?
So I think he's alive and well and living in Las Vegas. Ben, Cindy Morgan is a very nice girl. But Brad is one guy who could threaten her, could scare her enough to make her set me up.
Maybe that's why she disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
Well, after you got busted, me and B decided to keep a watch on Cindy. I mean, just in case you were right, and maybe she could lead us to Brad. Well, she hasn't been around. And her neighbor said she hasn't seen her since yesterday.
Did the neighbor say anything about a gentleman caller?
Yeah, but she didn't get a good look at him.
Okay, go to Cindy's house, stake it out, don't leave the place. You did good, Benz, real good.
Unless we're out of business. Let's take a short break.
Vicky.
Dan, I've been trying to reach you.
Yeah?
What's happening? They're talking about a layoff if the casino shuts down. And I've got to pay my rent.
Yeah, everybody does. I'm doing my best. Hope you can help me.
Name it.
Listen, you used to be good friends with Cindy Morgan, right?
Right.
Do you know where I can find her?
Dan, I haven't seen her in months. She spends a lot of time with Tommy.
Who's Tommy?
Her kid. I saw him once. Cutest little guy you ever saw.
I didn't know she had a kid.
Yeah, she never really told anyone. You know, guys turn off on a girl with a kid.
Yeah. Is the boy here in town?
She has him at some kind of private nursery school.
Do you know which one?
No idea. Dan, why are you so interested in the kid?
It just might explain something she said. Thanks. Give me an outside line, please.
Tanna Investigations.
Cindy had a son. His name's Tommy. He's at some nursery school. See if you can locate it for me, huh?
Okay. Where do I reach you?
I'll be standing where you are in 10 minutes. Tanna.
I hit pay dirt the first time, Dan. I found Cindy's kid, Mary Muffett's nursery on Grove.
Any sign of his mother?
No, but I just talked to the principal, and Cindy just called him. She's picking up Tommy in a half hour.
I'll be there.
Okay.
Thank you for seeing me.
Sit down.
All right, girl. Out with it.
What is it you want?
I hate to come to you like this, but I have no one else to turn to.
Brad told me he was finished with you before he went away.
Yes, he's finished with me, Mr. Sumner. But I'm sure that he didn't tell you that I have a child. 4 years ago. Brad's child.
Miss, isn't it just a little bit late to be coming to me with a story like this?
It isn't what you think. Tommy's my child and I can take care of him. But Brad has threatened to hurt him.
What?
Brad said he would kill Tommy if I didn't help him pass the chips he stole. And that was bad enough. But then he framed down Tanna for murder. Oh, God, he made me help him.
You mean you've seen Brad? Are you telling me that my son is alive?
Yes. And he's sick, Mr. Sumner. I think he always was. Twisted. And I think he would do it. I think he would hurt Tommy.
My God.
I just have to get Tommy away from here, somewhere where Brad won't find him. I don't care about myself. Please, help us.
Yes, of course. Here, take this. Maybe this will help. Tell me something. Where is Brad now?
He's taken an apartment in the Fremont building.
Fremont building.
Number 228. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna call the police?
No, I don't think so. I think I'll take care of this myself.
Thank you. Tommy! Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. Tommy, listen. We're going away on a vacation. And we're leaving right now.
Now? But our star's winning, Mommy.
I know, darling. But we gotta go now. We're not even gonna pack.
Cindy? Hi there, partner. How you doing? Listen, how about you going over there playing for a while so I could have a talk with your mom, all right? It's a great-looking kid. So is that the plan, Cindy? You take Tommy and start running? You'll be afraid for the rest of your life. You fear it can be like some kind of disease. It'll infect your son. Is that the kind of life you want for him?
What else can I do?
If you tell the police the truth, they'll protect you and Tommy.
They'll put Brad away and he'll never hurt you again.
Dan, he threatened to hurt Tommy. I was so afraid. I know it was terrible what I did to you. And I'm sorry about Mr. Sumner. I know it was a great shock to him, but I had to tell him.
You talked to Clay Sumner?
I was desperate. He gave me some money.
Did you tell him that Brad was alive?
He wanted to know where he was.
Where is he, Cindy? Cindy, please tell me.
He's at an apartment at the Fremont, room 228.
Call Nelson, tell him where I am.
What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same question, Clay.
It's true, Dan. I didn't want to believe it, but it's true. My own son.
You did your best, Clay. You were the best father you knew how to be.
Go ahead, Dad, shoot. Go ahead, shoot. Shoot!
Clay, wait a second.
Well, you can't shoot Dan. I mean, he's the son you always wanted to have. Not, weak like me. Well, I'm gonna kill him. Right in front of you. Right now.
We're thinking, Monty, we just might have to do something.
Open it
like
up,
that.
Monty. Okay. Edgar, we're back in business.
Really, Dan?
We recovered $1.5 million in cash and all the rest of the chips.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Boys and girls, we're back in business.
Hey, how's Mr. Sumner?
You know, he's taking a lot better than I thought. Yeah, you know, he realized a long time ago that he lost Brad, and now he's got a grandson to look after. Cindy and Tommy moved in with him.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Desert Inn is pleased to announce the casino is now open. We apologize for the shutdown.
You know, it wasn't such a bad plan.
What?
So I'm telling you, you print up 2 or 3 million of these, you got food money for a month. But you'd have to be careful. Meticulous, even. I mean, you'd have to think it all out, hit all the hotels at once, scram out of town. That's not a bad, that's a good plan.
That's a terrible plan.
Why?
Haven't you learned anything from this? Binzer, A, it's impossible. B, it's against the Boy Scout code. C, most importantly, it's a felony. Catch a very bad cold in a damp cell. It's against the moral fibers of this country, Binzer.
Are you kidding me? It's the American dream. It's why people come to town to make a killing. Listen, it's the same thing as with gambling.
Yeah.
But like with gambling, you can't do it at random. You've got to have a plan.
A system.
A system. You got to know what you're doing. Very careful, meticulous. You place your bets, you know what you're doing. You know.
I love Las Vegas. I'll pick up Binzer in 10 minutes. I'm putting him on the runaway twins case.
You have a call here that seems important. Lexi Gardner wants to see you right away.
See Gardner. Lady G? Did she say why?
No, she just said it's important and she'd call you back.
Well, listen, tell her I'm on a case. I'm trying to find 2 runaway twins. They've been missing for 3 days and their father's going nuts. I'll call her tomorrow.
Lexi Gardner?
Yes?
Dan's on a case and he said he'd reach you in the morning.
We'll reach him again. Explain that it's important, please. Tell Tanna I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to the police.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Gardner, but he's on a case. He said he'd call you in the morning.
Well, there's got to be some way to reach him.
Lexi's boyfriend found her dead early this morning. Dan, have you got any idea why she tried to hire you?
No. Bill, I didn't even know her that well. Just to say hello once in a while.
I'm curious. Why didn't you go see her last night?
Well, I try to stay away from call girl cases. I mean, it's not the girls. It's the reason they usually want to hire me. I mean, most of them spend damn little money on themselves, but just let their pimps get in trouble and they'll spend a fortune to bail them out. I just hate it.
Well, of course, Lexi never had a pimp. Now, when she first came to this town, she had very respectable friends, and lately, she's been living with a respectable writer.
Yeah, but the in-between years, she worked the strip as Lady G.
Now, listen to me, Dan. You couldn't have done anything about what happened last night, so you stop blaming yourself. That girl was killed within minutes of the time she called me.
Doesn't help, Bella.
How you doing, Dan?
Hi.
Excuse me. Are you Dan Tanna?
Yes, I am. Well, now that you got my attention, who in the hell are you?
This is Brad Thomas, Lexi's boyfriend.
You turned Lexi down. You might have been able to save her. She needed you.
I'm sorry about Lexi. But why didn't she need you? What? Not even a smile?
There's somebody here to see you, Mrs. Gardner, Lexi's mother.
Mrs. Gardner?
Oh, yes, how do you do? I hope I'm not intruding, but somebody told me my daughter tried to hire you.
Yes, she did.
Have you any idea why?
No. Mrs. Gardner, I'm sorry about Lexi. Have you talked to the police?
Yes, shortly after I arrived.
Well, they're a good department. They'll find out about your daughter.
Will the police be really that concerned about the death of a prostitute? Yes, Mr. Tanna. I know about that part of my daughter's life. When she first told me, I was shocked and ashamed for both of us. And I still have that feeling, but I've just learned to live with it. But I couldn't stop loving my daughter. I gave life to that body, and I rocked it, and I held it. Oh, I need your help, Mr. Tanna. If I have to, I'll beg for it.
Well, Mrs. Gardner, the police will find your daughter's murderer.
I want more than just my daughter's murderer. There. That's Lexi at 18. 12 years ago when she left to become a singer. 12 years ago. You wouldn't believe she's only 30, would you?
Mrs. Gardner, what do you want me to do?
I want to know about her. I want to find out what happened to that 18-year-old child that became what she was at 30. Please.
Well, I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
Mrs. Gardner, where are you staying?
At the Desert Inn. Mr. Roth arranged a suite there.
You know Philip Roth?
Well, yes, he phoned right after the police did. He was a friend of Alexandria's. He flew me here in his private plane.
Roth was a friend of Lexi's.
Yes. Bye.
All right, tell me, what's so sneaky about sending a bereaved mother to visit a private investigator?
Why didn't you just call and tell me you were going to send her to me? That's all I'm saying.
I don't like to argue in the morning.
Okay, give me a clue. Why all the interest in Lexi Gardner?
You're a detective. You find out. That's your job.
Slick.
Now, push open that door. I'll send for the owner.
You're the owner.
I know. I want to see if you know. Push.
Oh, Mr. Roth, I had a hunch you wouldn't break our appointment.
Yes, of course. I'm 2 hours late and he's still playing hunches. I hope his wife hides his commission check. Thank
Please.
you. Please, after you.
Thank you very
Read
much.
it.
This back seat comfortably seats 4. Yes, of course. So sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
Not bad, huh?
It's very nice.
You'd like to watch some television? Would like a drink? Want me to make you some dinner?
Oh, well, no. I like my TV next to the bed. It's more comfy that
Oh,
way.
yes, quite.
All the accessories work to perfection, Mr. Roth.
They certainly do. He's a little pushy, isn't he?
Yes. Slick, I want to talk about Lexi Gardner.
Look, will you hold on a second? I'll get to it. Just wait a minute. I'll tell you all about it, all right?
Something wrong, Mr. Roth?
Somebody's been using it as a diner.
Oh, no.
I also saw a lot of ashes on the floor.
I thought I gave it a homing effect
You won't
myself.
find anything like that on the
Listen,
next one, Mr.
Slick,
Roth.
we
I
talk
promise
for
you.
1 minute,
I vacuumed
please.
it myself, you see.
It's too expensive. This model idles at 2 gallons a minute. Shall we go on?
Oh, please allow me.
After you.
All right, talk, but softly. I want to hear the engine purring.
I want to know what your connection is with Lady G.
You like gray?
I love gray. What's the connection?
I've got 27 gray suits, 27 gray pairs of trousers.
Is
I've got,
that right? Well,
yeah.
Listen, why don't you buy 27 limos, and then you'll have matching outfits. Now, what's the connection?
You don't give up at all, do you?
I certainly don't.
All right. Lady G, Lexi. We were friends.
Friends?
Yes, really good friends. I knew her a long time.
You'll love this next one, Mr. Roth.
I can't afford to love anything that expensive, unless, of course, it does housework. These are brand new cars, right?
Oh, yes, of course.
Wrong. Don't you know that when you drive a brand new car around the block, it depreciates maybe 20%?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yes. Besides, that's a blue car, right?
That's blue, yes.
Yeah, well, blue burns a lot of oil. And gray burns a lot of gasoline. But I don't mind that in a used car. So I tell you what, sweep out the first one.
Yes.
Okay, give me a year's supply of free gasoline for the second one.
1 year?
Yes, and you can tell your used car manager I'll take all 3.
But we don't have a used car manager.
Make this deal and you'll be the used car manager.
I will?
Sure.
Oh, Mr. Roth, how can I thank you? I'll never forget you for this. Never wait till I tell my wife. Thank you, Mr. Roth.
You were saying?
Slick, information. I want some information. If I don't get it, I'm going to pass the word around that you're an easy mark for all your old girlfriends.
Lexi was a good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? What did her mother have to say?
Just some names.
Try a guy named Eddie Banning.
Eddie Banning, the singer?
He's rehearsing at the Landmark Hotel.
Yeah, how could I forget Amy? Eyes as blue as a Nebraska sky. That's why I chose her to be the teen queen.
Oh, you make so many appearances at county fairs. I just didn't believe you'd remember her.
I remember everybody, darling, everybody. I'll sign right there for you, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes, my pleasure. Thank you. Now, give my love to your niece.
Eddie. I need a few minutes.
Well, you got a few minutes.
Lexi Gardner was murdered last night.
I know, I was stunned.
I understand you and she went back a long way together.
All right, take it back. Move it back. Hey, listen, Dan, you don't have to hedge with me. I mean, we were lovers years ago. I never tried to hide it. Why all the questions?
I'm trying to put together a picture of Lexi from the time she arrived here until last night. How'd you guys meet?
Well, one night she waited for me to come off stage. 18 years old. Looked 16. She had this notebook full of song lyrics. She asked me to read them. The preacher couldn't refuse that face.
So how were the lyrics?
Take it down, Charlie. Yeah, the lyrics. Well, they were like her. They were confused but beautiful.
So she wanted to be a singer, huh?
Uh-huh.
Shape of voice?
Yeah, soft and whispery, but she had no pitch. And that's something you either have or you haven't got.
Are we getting shorter?
Listen, I have to leave for Tahoe in about an hour. Couldn't we continue this when I get back?
Just one last question.
Yeah.
How did it end?
Well, it's a tired story. I was career-oriented. I had a chance to tour. I didn't think she should come. I stayed away too long. She learned tennis with Lou Spitz.
The tennis pro.
Dan, are you on this case?
For as long as it takes to nail whoever did it. Yeah, I don't need a helicopter to get out of here, do I?
All right, take him up. I need $10,000 cash right away. Go upstairs and get it from the cage.
Oh, no. Eddie, please. You're not in trouble with a young chick again. You promised me no more young chicks.
And I kept my promise. There's someone out of my past. She's come back to haunt me. Now go up and get the money. I'll tell you what to do with it. Timmy, we've been together now 10 years. I need your help. Somehow Tanner's got to be bought off.
Tanner.
I'd like to meet with you and discuss Lexi Gardner.
Where and when?
The edge of the vacant lot off Maryland Parkway in Flamingo.
Metropolitan Police, Sergeant Archer.
How about a little pity for a poor, lonely man?
I'm fresh out. What kind of trouble you in?
I don't know yet, Bella. I want you to hang in on the phone and listen in.
Dan? Dan? Dan, I don't have all day to spend on this phone. What's going on? Answer me. Dan. Answer me, Dan. I don't have all day to spend on this phone. Do you want any assistance? What's happening over there?
I want you to know that there's no funny business from my end.
Well, it looks like the Lone Ranger's back in town.
Can I put my hands down? I have to reach into my pocket.
Sure. Just do it very, very slowly.
There's $10,000 in that envelope. Forget about Lexi Gardner.
You come right to the point, don't you, masked man?
Well, that's what they told me to do. Make the offer. If you accept, fine. If you don't, no hard feelings. Except, they told me to tell you that a lot of people can get hurt if you don't.
Someone's already been hurt. Very badly. Now, who told you to tell me to make the offer?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
Bella, how much for a headlight on a brand new LTD?
Don't do it. I mean it, Dan. Don't do it.
How much for the cheapest cremation? Or how much to weave a rather large hole in a suit coat? Or would you rather save me the bill and tell me who told you to make the call?
Huh?
I said tell me who told you to make the offer.
Eddie Banning.
Eddie Banning? Thank you very much. Now get out of here.
Spencer called in this weird message. He's found the twins at the DI casino.
I'm practically there, B. Hi. Hi, how are you? What are you doing?
I'm on a stakeout.
A ladies' room? Binzer, we're not looking for the tidy bow man. We're looking for runaway twins.
It's fine. You don't want to hear me out? Don't hear me out.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
It's okay. It's okay.
Come on. What is it?
Look, we know the girls were seen in this casino, right?
That's right.
The lights, the excitement, a couple of drinks, and sooner or later, they have to go to the powder room.
I know the process.
Well, if I see the same woman go in there twice in a 5-minute period, I know that she is them.
You know, I would never have thought of that myself in a million years. One question.
What?
How do you know that identical twins have identical nature codes? Just think about it.
Mr. Tanna. Your office told me you were over here. I want to apologize. Buy you a drink?
No thanks. One punch a day from you is enough.
Lexi's mother said she hired you. I want to help in any way I can.
Well, I can use all the help I can get. Mr. Thomas, did Lexi ever discuss any problems she might have had as Lady G?
We never talked about that period in her life.
Well, did she ever talk about the other men in her life before she became Lady G?
There were only 3. Ed Singer, Eddie Banning.
Lou Spitz, the tennis pro. Who's the third?
Can't remember his name. I think he was a contractor.
Any bad feelings?
She talked as if she thought very highly of all of them.
Yeah. You found the body, right? Where were you that night, Mr. Thomas?
I was at the Regis. I work there. I do my writing there.
Well, thanks very much for all your help.
Anytime.
B, check on Lexi's known addresses for the last 12 years. See if you can find one that ties into a contractor some way.
Okay.
Thanks. Talk to you later. Oh, excuse me.
My pleasure, baby.
Hi. Well, it was nice bumping into you.
Might we bump into each other again?
Well, you never can tell.
By the way, do you play?
Yes.
Lexi worked the snack bar. That's where she met that tennis schnook, Lou Spitz, just after he came back from Europe.
Yeah. Well, he seems to be a bit of a mystery man, Bambi. You have any background on him?
Well, he was a hot-shot tennis pro before he dropped out.
What do you mean dropped out?
Well, he had it all. He was like king of the European tour. Then he discovered Zen. Or it discovered him. Anyway, he found a guru, and they went off together and sat on the top of a mountain for 5 years.
Sounds very cozy. You know where I can find him?
Yeah, I got his card. Give him a call. There you go.
Thanks, Bambi.
How well did you know Lexi Gardner, Mr. Spitz?
I've got nothing but good memories about her. When we first got together, Lexi was just becoming a woman. Don't think I didn't help it along. You got any ideas who got to her?
I was hoping you did.
Oh, could have been one of 1,000 tricks.
Well, our tour doesn't cover up a $100 mistake with Murder One blanket.
So where does that leave you?
3 guys who left Lexi Gardner, or vice versa. That's what I'm playing with right now. You, Eddie Banning, and a contractor I don't have a line on yet. I thought you might know him.
No. I was out of the country. I got hung up in Asia longer than I expected. By the time I got back, she was already working the strip.
You know why?
No. I did a lot of thinking about it. Everybody wants to be something they're not. Lexi was writing lyrics and a lot of stuff that was worse than my backhand. She just wanted to be something she wasn't. Can't hate her for that.
Oh, nobody hated her. They just killed her.
Did you hear it all? Well, what do you think?
Well, I can certainly understand why you sent for me. I think you're in a box. If your public finds out that while you were supposed to be spending 5 years on a mountaintop with a guru, you were really rotting in a Mideast prison under an assumed name for smuggling poppies out of Turkey, I think your jet-setting days would be over.
I don't like it. It's snowballing. There's got to be a way around it.
You paid me to come here. Look, Mr. Spitz, you and I both know what has to happen. Dan Tanna has got to be hit.
Pretty sexy for so early in the morning.
Early rehearsal. What's your excuse?
I'm gonna get my heart started at the pool. What's the matter, Slick?
Just a little restless, that's all. I didn't sleep much last night.
You got something on your mind?
I've always got something on my mind. How you doing with that chief suspect of yours?
Well, gotta keep digging. Eddie Banning's got something to hide, but I can't prove he killed Lexi Gardner. I had his man Timmy call and tell him I took the bribe. When he gets back into town, I'll have a little talk with him. And there's a contractor by the name of Virgil. He's got some information I want. But Slick, I still think it'd be a whole lot easier if you opened up. I mean, I've got this crazy off-the-wall hunch that you and Lexi Gardner were more than just friends.
This town is different with the lights out. You should have seen this place 20 years ago when I first got here. I was down in them streets, hustling, bustling. Now I pass through this town like a tourist, man. I see what they see, the glamour, the excitement, the fun. Make eight the hard way. Everybody's got to be a winner. But every now and then, Daniel, I remember what it used to be like. I'll tell you something, kid. You really had to be tough to stay straight in this town. Keep asking me about Lexi. I never liked that name. I used to call her Alexandra. Alexandra. She sure was nice looking when she was young. Yeah, we were friends, all right. I used to see a lot of her in those days. I liked her a lot, Daniel. Maybe I should have tried harder, I don't know. Or maybe neither one of us wanted to make any commitments. I was just too busy down in the streets trying to make a score for myself. I went down to find her, you know, when I heard. I saw her one night and I made a big mistake. I offered her money. I told her I'd send her back home to mother, bring her mother here, anything she wanted, you know. She never talked to me again. I should have tried harder. Come on, let's get some breakfast.
Dan?
I've been looking for you out by the pool. They've been paging you every 15 minutes the past hour.
Oh, I was in Roth's pool, you know, and you still look very sexy for this early in the morning. Tanna.
This is a friend of Lexi Gardner's. If you want to know what happened to Lexi, meet me in the service area behind the hotel. Now.
You set me up. I want to know, and I want to know now. It was Eddie Banning, wasn't it? I don't know what Eddie Banning. You know Eddie Banning. I don't know it. I was contracted by a tennis bum. Lou Spitz. Spitz.
Cockamamie singer Eddie Banning tries to bribe you, and Lou Spitz tries to have you killed.
You didn't know I was so popular, did you, Bella? Did you find anything in Lexi's apartment like a manuscript? Something she was writing, a diary maybe?
No, if we did, it'd be listed on the invoice with the rest of the items. Why the questions?
Okay, one ream typing paper, a typewriter, carbon paper.
So, her boyfriend's a writer.
No, her boyfriend does his writing at the Regis here in town. Bella, I want to buy some time before you put the alarm out on Lou Spitz.
Oh.
Now, what do Spitz and Banning have in common?
Just Lexi.
Right. They didn't even know each other except in passing. Now, a lady gets murdered. Two men from a decade ago go to extremes to keep me from finding out why. Now, they gotta have a reason. Now, William Virgil followed Spitz and Banning. Now, I'm gonna go see Mr. Virgil and let him know I'm digging into Lexi Gardner's past.
Dan, are you on to something?
I don't know, Bella. At every base I touch, someone mentions something about Lexi's writing, her poems, her lyrics, but it's always writing. I think that what she wrote down has something to do with her murder.
I'm on my way home. Listen, get a hold of my buddy, Dave Hadley in Washington, D.C.
Your buddy with the FBI?
Right. When writers don't have publishers, sometimes they register their work with the Library of Congress, and the best way to find out if Lexi had anything registered is through your local friendly FBI agent.
Well, I didn't think the public could get that kind of information.
Well, you usually can't be. If he gives you any resistance, tell him I'm calling in my marker. He'll understand. Now, listen, if he's got any material that on Lexi, have him send me a copy on the first plane coming west.
Dan, what's this all about?
I'll tell you when I get back. You got any messages for me?
That check on Lexi's address really paid off. She lived for 2 years in a house owned by one William Virgil.
Virgil, he built half the homes on the west side.
You got it. Right now, he's building a new track outfit right outside of Henderson.
Anything else?
I checked with transportation over at the hotel. Your ever-loving singer, Eddie Banning's arriving back here in town tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Good girl. How about Binzer?
Uh-huh. He left a message. He's doubling his fun at the DI.
I better check on him, and then I'll be right home.
Paging Mr. Cohen. Mr. Bert Cohen.
Hello. Hi. Just thought I'd check and see how you're doing.
He's cute. Why can't we meet him, Dan?
Dan?
Would you like to join us, Binzer?
Well, no, I don't think so. Can I talk to you for a second, Mr. Tanna?
Sure. Why don't you just sit tight and have a little business we have to discuss. Dan, please, don't break my cover.
Oh, well, your cover is not what I was thinking about breaking. Very cute. Now, listen, Eddie Banning is coming in tomorrow morning at 7 at the airport. I want you to be there, follow him wherever he goes. Every stop he makes, I want you to call.
Call you?
Yes.
I'll call you.
Okay?
Every stop.
Good.
Thank you.
See you.
I'm sorry.
Dan.
Okay. Absolutely.
Ladies. Hi. Angie, could you give me a glass of milk, please?
Oh, sure.
Oh, Pete, did you hear from Dave Hadley in Washington?
I sure did. I don't know what that marker was he owed you, but it sure got him moving. Yes, there is a manuscript registered under Lexi Gardner's name, and Dave said you'd have it tonight to read yourself to sleep with.
Ah, manuscript. Makes sense.
Here's your milk, Dan.
Oh, thank you, Angie.
Dan, what makes sense? What's so important about this manuscript?
Well, I'm betting that it was a novel, and I've got a strong hunch that it was a romaniclef.
Is that an Italian salad?
No, honey. It's a novel in which actual people are written about, but in a fictional disguise.
Oh, you mean like in The Greek Tycoon?
You said it. I didn't.
Then you think there's something incriminating in Lexi's book?
Well, 2 of the 3 men in her past have tried to get me off the case, right?
What about that contractor, William Virgil?
Well, if he is involved, I don't know. But I'm going to go see him right now and dangle a carrot right in front of his face.
Lexi didn't stay on in that tennis bum's house after he took off.
Where did you say you met her?
Party someplace. I can't remember. We were good friends, kid. Believe it. Now beat it. I got things to do. Hey, Al. Don't be afraid you're gonna strike oil. Dig at least another foot further. This is a foundation, not a wading pool.
Lexi Gardner went from you to being the top call girl on the strip. That's a big step. I'm gonna be digging much deeper in that hole to find out why she made it. So if you've got anything buried, I suggest you ask Lou Spitz and Eddie Banning how good I am at scratching up old bones. For your information, Eddie Banning is flying in from Tahoe tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock.
Spencer, I don't want to wake him unless it's important.
Oh, so he's sleeping, and I'm out here dying. Listen, when you're hot, you're hot. And believe me, it's hot. Beatrice, please, I'm begging you, wake him up and tell him that I followed Eddie Banning to a construction site in Henderson.
Okay, bye-bye. Dan, it's Spencer. He followed Eddie Banning out to Henderson.
Fix me some tea, would you be, and a muffin?
What's in Lexi's book?
I've underlined the good parts. And so Virgil was a contractor in the book. 12 people were killed because he violated a building code. And Eddie Banning was poorly disguised as a singer who was very hung up on very young girls. Lou Spitz is a tennis pro who spent 5 years in a Mideastern prison for smuggling poppies.
Then Lexi was blackmailing them.
No, that's what doesn't make sense. I mean, from the portrait I've put together of Lexi, she just doesn't sound like a blackmailer.
He got a page at the airport. I don't know who he talked to, and then he came here. I think he's the only person here. There's no other cars here. Every now and then I just see him wandering around.
Okay, hand me my gun. All right, I want you to go off in that direction. Good. I want you to find a place where you can see cars coming from all directions. If you see Spitz or Virgil, I want you to scream, okay?
Dan, couldn't I do that here? I could honk the horn.
Get going.
I could do it there just as well.
Almost like games we played as kids, huh, Eddie? But from what I've been reading, your favorite pastime was 16-year-old kids.
Don't make a sound. It's a gun in your back.
I wonder what your fans will think of that.
Dan, why'd you have to get into this?
I was going to ask you the same question.
There are some things people just can't help.
Get rid of the gun, Tanner. You heard the man, Tanner?
I'm sorry, Dan.
Move, Tanner. To the pit.
Look, ideas like this went out with Prohibition, you know?
You don't give us much choice.
Well, why don't you let him go? He doesn't know anything.
Honestly, he never tells me a thing. I'm always working in the dark.
You know better. Get in, both of you.
Lexi was killed by one person. Two of you are innocent. Why should you all take the rap?
All of us paid to have Lexi killed. Each of us received a call that Lexi was going to blackmail us. $50,000 or she'd go to the newspapers.
Are you telling me that Lexi called you?
She didn't call. She used a go-between, a man.
Wait a second. A man called to tell you that Lexi was going to blackmail you?
That's the way it went down. He said she wanted $50,000. But he said if we dealt with her directly, that she'd be coming back again and again and bleed us dry. Then he offered to kill her for the $50,000 apiece. One time. The end. Finished. Sounded like a good idea.
And you paid him without anyone talking to her. You're so dumb! If Lexi were gonna blackmail you, why would you wait 10 years? It had to be a different setup. She wrote a book, and the man who called you must have known it was about the three of you.
What book? What are you talking about?
Lexi Gardner wrote a novel using the three of you as fictional characters. And the man who called you tried to get her to blackmail you, but Lexi was not a blackmailer. She wouldn't do it, so he murdered her.
You're stalling, Tanner. She was killed because we paid for it.
The medical examiner said that she was killed just about the time she tried to reach me, about 9:30 p.m. What time did you get your call?
About 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, congratulations, gentlemen. You paid for a hit on a dead lady. Conspiracy is not the same as murder. It's 2 to 5 years at the most. Probably suspended sentence if he cooperates.
Where are we going?
To nail Lexi Gardner's boyfriend.
What are you trying to do? You're gonna kill it.
Now, Lexi's writer boyfriend must have known she was writing a novel. Now, he had to be the blackmailer. He had to be the one who killed Lexi. Mrs. Gardner, what are you doing here?
Brad asked me over for the day. What are you doing here?
Can I borrow your car? Thank you.
Nobody cares about me.
Too bad, pal. You just wrote your swan song. Click.
How can I ever thank you?
How about a kiss on the cheek?
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You know, being a private detective sure must be exciting, Mr. Tanna.
Well, I don't think of it as exciting. It's just dangerous. Someone's got to do it, though. But I always have time to take care of an attractive young woman, especially when she's twins.
And Daddy promised us that we could come back.
He did?
Yeah, and maybe you could bring that really cute friend of yours and we could all go out.
You mean Binzer? He works for me, you know. He does everything I tell him to. But when it comes to women, he is very nervous.
Isn't that for you?
Oh, yes, it is. Thank you very much. I've only got 50s. I'll get you next time. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. I can explain this.
Oh, no need to explain. You remember me, sir. I work for you, Mr. Tanna.
Right. Just forgot for a moment.
Oh, no need in reading that. It's from Sergeant Bella Archer. She wants you to call her regarding the damages to Mrs. Gardner's rental car. $685. Yeah.
600.
Yeah, she said you'd take care of it right away, sir.
Well, I think we have a little problem here.
Oh, sir, remember what you always tell me.
What?
We have no problems. Only opportunities.
Opportunities.
With numbers where dreams collide, Ada's genius couldn't hide. She saw the future, lines of code, a digital world that's ready to explode. She wrote the program, she set the pace. With every number, a brand new race. Mathematical magic in her mind. The first computer left the world behind. Tick, tick, the gears turn fast. Ada's vision's built to last. In the binary, she's the queen, living life inside a dream. Break the code, let's rise and shine. Ada's world, it's time to fly. In every beat, in every sound, her legacy will keep us bound. The future's here, it's in our hands. With every pulse, we take our hands. With every pulse, we take a stand. Neck or rhythm, hearts collide. Decoding our world from the inside. She saw machines dance, numbers in play. A brand new language paving the way. Loops and logic patterns so bright. Ada's algorithms brought them to light. She dreamed of power in ones and zeros. She turned her thoughts into heroes' flows. From paper to circuits, the sparks alive. And the lovelies made numbers thrive. Tick, tick, the gears turn fast. Ada's vision's built to last. In the binary, she's the queen, living life inside a dream. Break the code, let's rise and shine. Ada's world, it's time to fly. In every beat, in every sound, her legacy will keep us bound. The future's here, it's in our hands. With every pulse, we take our hands. With every pulse, we take a stand. Neck or rhythm, hearts collide. Decoding our world from the inside. Faster than the lightning strike, she wrote the future, making it right. In every line, in every beat, her digital dreams can't be beat. From past to now, her vision grows. Her name in history no turning back. We're on Ada's futuristic track. Final break the code, let's rise and shine. Ada's world, it's time to fly. In every beat, in every sound, your legacy will keep us bound. The future's here, it's in our hands. With every pulse we take our hands. With every pulse we take a stand. Neck or rhythm, hearts collide. Decoding our world from the inside. Feel the beat, the numbers sing. Ada Lovelace, our coding queen. Neck or energy, so alive. Her digital dream will always thrive.
Next, on Vegas. An executioner's bullet forces Tanna to face the most terrifying challenge of his life.
You're gonna be just fine, honest.
I'm blind.
If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
Careful, Mr. Varga. This is a public place, and that did sound like a threat.
I can't see! I can't see.
By all means, come on in.
When you're coming with us, Tanna.
I think I'll take a range check. Like until you guys tell me who the hell you are.
Would you tie him up? Okay, hold it! Hold it!
Just take it easy. It's okay. Take it easy.
Come on, give me the cord! Give me the cord!
Who the hell are you guys?
You shut up. Come on. Come on.
I don't know who you are, but I know what you are. And what's this all about? What the hell is this all about? Who the hell are you guys?
Come on. Kneel.
No!
Geddes, come on!
How long has he been here?
Matter with him?
Who called you? Told you he was
Find
here?
out.
What's
All
the
right?
matter?
Do you know how he was told it? Nurse, I'm Lieutenant Nelson. I'm looking for Dr. Lutness, please.
I'm Dr. Lutness. Are you Lieutenant Nelson?
Yes, doctor. And these are two of Mr. Tanner's associates, B. Travis and Benzer.
Hello.
What happened to Dan?
He was shot in the head. The bullet, however, arced with the cranium over the cerebrum, causing little, if any, damage to the brain itself.
Well, are you saying he'll be okay then? Can we see him?
No, I'm sorry, not right now. What I'm saying is that because significant brain damage has not occurred, the prognosis is much better than one would have expected if the bullet had caused brain injury. He's alive.
the hospital. We've been so worried about you.
Listen, you got shot, but you're okay. You're gonna be just fine, honest. I can't see. What?
I'm blind.
Can't see.
Dr. Renfield, report to Dr. Barr and administration.
Hello, Dan.
Well, Dave, it's about time.
Hold it. I'm not the one who put the no visitor sign on that door for 2 weeks. The rest is doing you good. How do you feel?
Just fine, thanks.
What did doctors say?
Not much yet. I've been x-rayed, EEG'd, CAT scan, you name it. I think they ran out of needles.
Dan, who shot you?
A couple guys came busting through my door with a .22. I don't remember much after that.
Well, do you know who hired them? Who would want you dead?
I want the list alphabetically or in order of appearance.
What cases were you working on up to that night?
Runaway. 2 runaways. A missing person. The Gaylord case. Landauer case.
Hold it. Landauer, like in Landauer Oil?
Yeah, he's trying to acquire some oil leases from the government. And he's thinking one of his competitors might have been using underworld muscle to query the proceedings.
So, the competitor could have ordered an execution.
There's no execution.
Dan, they tie your hands. They march you out into the desert, and they try to put one between your eyes, and you're gonna tell me.
Dave, I survived.
Because you were lucky.
Was I?
All right. What's the name of the person that Landauer hired you to investigate? The one with the alleged underworld ties?
John Varga.
That doesn't surprise me. You have anything on him?
No, I'd just begun working on the case. Look, Dave, I don't know why, but I'm getting this giant headache.
Okay, everybody. You know, it's a miracle that you're here. See you later.
Phil, we understand. All right. Yeah, we will. Good night.
What'd he say?
He said we have to stand by. And next time we gotta do it right.
your bandages. He's an intern.
What? His shoes, they squeaked. They squeaked. His shoes squeaked like that night.
What do you remember about that night? What else do you remember about that night, Dan?
I don't remember anything.
It's easy for me to tell you. I think the reason you can't see is it's the same reason you can't remember anything.
What are you saying?
It's not easy for me to tell you this, but I believe that your loss of memory and your temporary blindness are both the results of severe emotional stress. A fancy way of saying your symptoms are psychological.
Doctor, a bullet went through the front of my skull and out the back. Are you trying to tell me I can't see because of some psychosomatic illness?
The bullet damaged the skull and there was some tissue swelling. But there was no damage to the eye, the optic nerve.
I can't see. It's not psychosomatic.
Dan, I believe that you believe that you cannot see. That you're extremely upset about what happened to you.
Have you talked to an expert?
Nobody's...
I want you to consult an expert. And I'm not talking about a psychiatrist. There's nothing wrong with my mind.
All right.
And while I am here, I want to spend some time coping with the fact that I am blind.
All right, I'll send somebody around in the morning to start working with you.
Doctor, you're wrong.
Hi, I'm a friend of Dan Tanna's. I wondered if you could tell me how he's doing.
I'm sorry, sir. That's privileged information.
Oh.
Excuse me, I've got an emergency.
Sure. It's true. He's blind. 100%.
It means we're off the hook, doesn't it?
I hope so.
Let's get out of here.
You mean nobody on the street would talk or nobody had anything to say?
It's the latter of the two. When it came to finding out who tried to kill you, my sources came up stumped.
Have you ruled out local talent?
I would intend to think so, yes.
Well, since the man I was hired to investigate spends a lot of time in Denver, he would have access to non-local talent.
Which means that John Varga is #1 on my suspect list. You're moving around pretty good for 3.5 weeks.
Spoke too soon. Have you, talked to Varga yet?
Ever since the news media made a connection between the attempt on your life and him, he's only talked to lawyers. Those well-versed in libel suits. Or that's what he says.
Hi.
Hi.
I can see you're in good hands. I'll see you later, Dave.
Okay, Dave, thanks.
Hi, Lieutenant. So, you ordered the taxi here, or what?
Well, just in time.
Well, I see you're already packed.
Just because I'm blind doesn't mean I need a maid.
As a matter of fact, you missed a little. Here, you sit, and I will zip. You got that?
I could use a porter, I guess.
I'll do my best. Watch the foot things. How many towels you got in here? Shh.
Here's a sandwich for you, Dan.
Oh, I'm not very hungry.
You gotta eat something. Now, come on.
Maybe later, huh?
I got it.
Oh, hi. I'm Philip Landau. I wonder if I might see Dan just for a moment.
Show him in, Binns.
Come on in.
Thanks.
Mr. Landauer,
Hello, Dan.
sit down.
No, I'm just going to stay a moment. You're supposed to be taking it easy anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, right.
Well, I just got back from Lebanon. I was delighted to hear that you've been released. You know, I feel responsible about this. No, if I hadn't hired you, then none of this would have happened.
Maybe, maybe not.
I understand you've already seen a specialist.
Yeah, he's going to give me his findings sometime this week.
Good. I'm going to take care of him, you know, all the medical expenses, rehabilitation, everything. Is that clear?
Thank you.
Okay, and I want you to stay away from this Vargas investigation. Forget it.
Well, I have this friend. He works for the President's Task Force on Organized Crime, and he's looking into what you told me about Vargas' connections.
You see, if I could have just left this thing alone, you know, just let it fall. I mean, it's one thing to be, well, losing oil leases to a hood like Vargas. Still another to be responsible for, well, I mean, for something like this.
I appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, okay. Good night, Daniel.
I'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Well, everything's been all put away. Is there anything else you want us to do?
Yeah, there is one more thing.
What?
Please go home, you two.
You know what'd make me feel better? Why don't you let me sleep on the couch, just for tonight?
Absolutely not.
Dan, I know it's your house, and you know every square inch. Things are a little different now, don't you think?
Yeah. Things are very different. There's nothing you two can do to change that. I'm blind. I'm blind, Binns. I'm blind, and you two tiptoeing around here and waiting on me hand and foot is not going to help. I mean, you've been helpful, and I appreciate it, but please go home. I can handle it, all right?
I'll see you tomorrow,
Okay, thanks. Well, home sweet home. That will have to go. One step. Heck, nothing to it. you can handle it. You can handle it.
All right. All right. That's still in. I don't think you hit him far enough to get in trouble. Keep an eye on this now, eh? Rain, huh?
Slammed out.
Dan, what in the world? You are the last person in the world I expected to see up and about at this hour.
Well, I got an early call from my friend in Washington.
You mean about Varga?
Yeah, regarding the oil leases. There's no indication that Varga was using underworld muscle to influence those officials.
What?
As a matter of fact, there's no connection with Varga and the syndicate at all.
Oh, I mean, as far as Washington is concerned, that is.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd check his local connections.
Dan, look, I told you, there's no reason for you to continue this.
Look, I started this job. I intend to finish it.
All right. Have you heard from that specialist of yours yet?
Yeah, he wants to see me today.
Great. Listen, I want to know exactly what he has to say. Any chance of you dropping by the office afterwards, say around 6 o'clock? I may have something of interest to you by then.
6 o'clock would be fine.
Great.
See you. Curve coming up. One step down. That's it. Want to jump over the door?
Oh, that's cute.
Just a thought.
You're a big help.
So, where to now? Home, yes?
I think I know where we can find John Varga.
But why would you want to? You have so much trouble. Why go looking for more?
Vince, isn't he the guy we're investigating? Just drive, huh?
Sorry.
You see Varga?
Yeah, I see him. Look, do we have to go over there? He's got a couple monsters with him.
Let's just keep it casual, okay?
Hey, hey. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Tony, what's these guys?
Hi, we'd like to talk to Mr. Varga.
It's okay, Vince. He knows who I am.
Yeah, what is it? What do you want?
Considering the circumstances, Mr. Varga, I thought we should meet. Maybe thank you for hiring inferior talents.
Let me straighten you out about something, once and for all. If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
Careful, Mr. Varga. This is a public place, and that did sound like a threat.
Don't push me, Tanner. They're cutting me to shreds on the news every night. The feds are thinking about passing on my bid for those oil leases because of what happened to you.
Are you saying you had nothing to do with it?
I'm saying
That trip you took out into the desert will seem like a picnic when I get through with you.
Mr. Vargas, is that another threat?
Get him out of here before I kill him myself.
Hey, come on! He can't even see! He's blind! Come on. Dan, you can't do anything. Come on. I'm sorry.
I talked with Tanner this morning. He refuses to give up the Varga investigation.
Why didn't you let us use another gun that night?
Because an execution with a .22 caliber bullet in the brain at close range in cool blood automatically spells mob. Besides, we weren't just trying to kill Tanner. We were supposed to be trying to make it look like a gangland slaying.
Well, you should have hired professionals.
I don't know any professionals. Anyway, trying to find one would have tipped off God only knows who to our plans.
Phil, is Tanner going to be able to see again?
We're finding out this afternoon. Now, gentlemen, please put on your thinking caps. Tanner's going to be a problem we're going to have to solve, and soon.
Couldn't do anything, that's all. I think we ought to call Lieutenant Nelson. Varga threatened you back there.
Twice.
Twice.
In front of witnesses.
In front of witnesses. What are you getting at?
Just that he came on like the tough, hot-headed wildcatter that he is. Not like someone who had ordered my execution.
It's true. I suppose if a guy like that wants you dead.
I wouldn't be here right now.
So now what?
I don't know, Benz. I'm gonna grab some lunch, huh?
Okay. What time you see the specialist?
3.
Scared?
Yep.
Hello again, Dan.
Dr. Widener?
Are you the bottom line type, or does mumbo jumbo make you feel like you're getting your money's worth?
The bottom line, please.
All right. I can find no evidence of organic pathology. I concur with the original diagnosis. Did Dr. Lutness explain to you the nature of hysterical...
Doctor, I can't accept the psychological hysteria explanation. I'm sorry.
Like most people, you underestimate the power of the subconscious.
I spent 2 bloody years in Vietnam. I know what it's like to be frightened. Do you know what I do for a living? I know how to cope with fear, Doctor.
You take pride in that, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, I submit that this was one case where you couldn't handle the fear. Rather than admitting that, rather than dealing all that pride, such a catastrophic blow, you made a subconscious decision to simply forget that night altogether.
Did I simply decide not to see, too?
Yes. After all, what's the best way to avoid such a situation in the future? See to it that you can no longer pursue so dangerous a profession. Intercept the messages from your eyes to your brain. Become blind.
Do you hear what I'm saying, Doctor? I don't like being this way. I don't like being blind.
Your subconscious is quite unconcerned with how you consciously feel. All it cares about, all it wants, is to see that you survive. Sit down, sit down. Dan, you reacted to the horrors of that night like a human being. You are a human being, are you not?
Am I gonna see a doctor?
Yes, you will. You'll regain your sight the moment you prove to your subconscious that you can survive without its help.
How do I do that?
By reliving that night. By remembering what you were feeling and coming to terms with it. You don't have to do it alone. A hypnotherapist will help you. If you're agreed, I can put you in contact with one right now.
That's what they told you, Kay, but the information is wrong. Now, would you call Anchorage and straighten this out?
Thank you.
Benz,
Yeah.
that guy who just walked past us.
Yeah?
While I'm in with Landauer, find out who he is.
Okay.
Well, Daniel, come on in.
Hi.
Hi.
I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Come on, let's see. Have it over here. All right.
Thank you.
Now, before I start with why I asked you to come down, what did the specialist say?
Good news. I won't bore you with the clinical details, but with a little work on my own, I should see again very soon, hopefully.
Well, that's wonderful. It actually makes kind of what I wanted to talk to you about, like icing on the cake. Here, I have an envelope for you. Hold it, Jan. It's a check for $10,000, a bonus.
But I didn't do anything to earn this.
Dan, please, come on, take it, will you?
If I took it, it would not be a bonus. It'd be something else, wouldn't it? Thanks anyway.
You insist on going on with the investigation?
Well, investigation is what I do for a living, right?
Well, all right. I'm going to get some information in about an hour. I'm going to have to talk to you about it tonight.
About Varga?
Yeah? But, I mean, you're going to be home late, say 10 o'clock?
Sure, drop by.
All right.
Hi.
I'll see you at 10. Yes, honey, would you ask Mr. Benton and Mr. Geddes to come down here, please?
That guy that walked by before, his name is George Benton, and his title is Superintendent of Drilling.
You mean he's on Landauer's payroll?
Yeah, now what's this about?
Come on, I'll tell you.
You two have a date tonight with Dan Tanner.
We need more time.
There is no more time. He's gonna be able to see again. That means he can identify you and bury me. It's all been arranged. It has to be tonight.
Landauer? You think he's behind this?
It all makes sense, Vince. He tries to have me executed syndicate style, to make it look like Varga did it. The newspaper gets a hold of it, does a hatchet job on Varga, the government gets nervous, and Landauer ends up with the oil leases.
Guess he'd be afraid to hire outside pros, so he lets two of his own guys make the hit.
Which explains something that's been bothering me all along. Why I survived.
You know, if that's true, even though you do survive, Landauer comes out smelling like a rose.
Not quite. If I get my sight back...
When you get your sight back?
When I get my sight back, I can identify his boys, and he knows it.
You think he's gonna try again, don't you?
I think I just gave him no choice.
Well, we have to tell Nelson about it.
Because somebody's got squeaky shoes?
Come on, Dan, tell him what you just told me.
Vince, I have no proof.
So what are you gonna do?
Got no choice. Gotta nail him in the act.
Well, how are you gonna do that?
Well, I'm betting 10 to 1 that Landauer sends his boys over to keep that appointment with me tonight. I'll just have to be ready for him.
We? We'll just have to be ready for him. I think we're all set.
Okay. Why don't you run through it for us?
All right. You're hiding behind the refrigerator with the circuit breakers and the button on the strobe lights.
Right.
There's a knock at the door. I tell these guys, you're out, but you will be back shortly. I let them in. I lead them to the center of the room. I do the best I can to line them up with the strobe lights.
Right.
Now I turn to them and I say, would either of you like a drink? That's your cue to hit the circuit breakers.
Right.
The lights go off.
I hit the strobe lights.
They're temporarily blinded. I pull out the pistol. The lights come back on. We got the drop on them.
Piece of cake.
That's some piece of cake.
Let's try it.
Damn! Oh, man, I'm sorry.
All right.
I should have told you. I didn't put that chair back.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, Vince.
You don't have to pretend with me that it's okay. It's awful, isn't it?
Let's just say it's not my style. Let's try the lights.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, they come to the door. You let them in, and you say,
would you like a drink?
At which point I turn off the lights, hit the strobe once, twice, lights come back on.
Piece of cake.
Do it.
You ready?
Let's go for it.
Hey, what if it isn't those two guys? What if it is Landauer?
I'm sure you'll think of something.
Is Tanna in?
His secretary took him to dinner. She'll be dropping him off real soon. Come on in.
Thank you.
He was expecting Mr. Landauer, I thought.
He'll be here in a little while.
Well, while we're waiting, would anybody, would you like to?
Now what?
Oh, we wait for Tanna.
I can't see! I can't see! Burton, I can't see!
Hi, this is Dan Tanna. I'm out right now, but if you leave a name and a number and the time and date when you called...
Grab my arm. Grab my arm. Come on. Lean on the desk a second. I gotta hit the lights. You okay? Just stay there. Stay right there. You all right? Listen, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
You've got a little blood on your lip.
That guy punched me all over the place. I went out. How'd you know that?
I can see.
You can see, can't you? You can see. You can see.
You can see, man. This place is a mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who cares, huh?
Really?
I can see, Bendy!
You know something? That is the 5th show this week.
Nope, 4 shows, 2 films, and 1 burlesque review.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, you guys. I gotta say goodbye to my babysitter. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
Drive
Bye-bye.
careful. Where are you going?
Let's go for a walk.
Go for a walk.
Now, these, lights never look better to me.
Yeah. I can imagine.
I've been thinking about something a lot.
What?
You put your life on the line for me.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, I do. You volunteered to help me. You saved my life. All I can think of to say is, thanks.
That's it? Thanks.